currently hanging around just on long desk. There's drones, there's pressure, and there's Doki. Hey, Fresh, remember that comparison you're making on the desk? Well, there's the first, and there's the second. Teb also picked up by Blur.
Flashbangs are coming through to know exactly where he is and hoping to chase him down as well. Oh, there he goes, from the top down. Leader will find Doki though, so that's at least a response for Navi.
G2 is checking, they're droning, they're getting themselves set up. Unfortunately, the wrong way in the wrong place.
Oh!
That was almost! Alamau gets knifed, the first one we've seen in a while. The second, oh, there's the kick cold. Kayak finds two, looks for the third, and Kayak has suddenly dragged this round back round. Citizen, all that's left. And the triple, including the opening knife, has been his. The fourth, it's his as well. Kayak takes the round.
Two approaches, and maybe even both, as, well, Nave might just find Alamau for free as he just sprints past.
I mean, again, trigger discipline might be something. There is a ping.
Yeah, that's the hatch, though.
And there it is. And there's the reveal. There's one, there's two! Alamau has twice been caught by an unknown entity. Somebody is underneath this hatch. Does get the catch there. Virtue was there, but so is Leader. Two players left, Doki and Citizen, two that made a name in an NAVI roster once upon a time. Leader gets caught out by an explosion around the corner. The second should get the lock-in, but they also get him right on the mirror. As you said, it's going to be something that pops up with the Twitch ban. Popped right back down. NAVI, 2 rounds in a row.
And I'm going to be very harsh here,
but you're looking at 20 seconds, and they're still trying to find a route through onto the floor, let alone the site itself. Alamau's off the window. The 2 remaining players goes down to none. NAVI have a 3rd round.
Don't know what to say on G2's behalf right here.
Nave, he's tucked in on the corner. There's the fight. It goes Doki's way, though. He's doing his best to keep driving into the gun game that this game requires. 30 seconds. He has Citizen offering all the support and the cover. Do they have an idea? NAVI aren't quite reacting to it, but Virtue is caught out on the drop of the hatch. He pulled the attention away. Forced them into the 3 versus 2. They're going to see if they can maybe try and get a rotate here. They're tucked around either side of the door for now. I think it's a little bit too risky to go out, so instead keep it level behind and ready to serve on the side here. The first fight. Oh, it's a freebie for Leader. Swung around on the other side. Citizen, he's looking for revenge. He does not find it. And you can see the joy. And there's the plant. Leader finds Doki. That C4 finds nothing, but Nath is able to move up and get some revenge. Citizen does find one. That C4 also finds nothing.
Stick to.
There's Alamau. He swings around, gets one. Kayak cannot quite get the connection with the fight as Alamau pushes deeper, forces them into an impossible situation. Leader does find Blur. That's the kick cold, and you're looking at 10 seconds now as Leader. He's on the rotate round. He's able to find the top control here. Leader with the retake over the verticality. They've got to pick up sticks and head to the other side right now. They've lost control of it, but Leader with a quad kill puts them in the dust, and it is 5 in a row for NAVI. Caught out there, the Amru wanted to do something a bit of a blind side. Well. Leader's able to find Alamau there. It's 2 that are against them. Doki at least gets Leader on the far end. The swing around onto the site itself. You can see Citizen is trying to ping out. That's unfortunate siege timing. Oh, there's 3 of them in a box, and a C4 plucks 1 of them out of it. The kid is still 2 stories below Doki. They've rotated into the box. They have the reveal at least on that, but Doki cannot quite cement the kill. They're tucked now. They might just run out, and they do. They're rotating around. Virtue finds Nath in the meantime. There's a spray back. Virtue has now gone down. Teb gets the lockdown with the secondary. They're looking for one more at this point. They don't find it. And with a flawless half, if this was an in-flight movie, I think G2 fans would be walking out.
The diffuser on top of this hatch, so they need to find themselves a way in safely, and that might come due to some distractions elsewhere. Flashbangs coming in from the vault. Leader will go for a drop if he finds a kill here. Certainly some of the guns of G2 are starting to aim his direction as Nate finds himself inside. He's going for the plant.
He's going for the plant. The fight goes into the way of Leader on the back end. Who's going to stop this one? Nobody apparently. He's tucked around on the back of the bomb. He's able to get a scrape onto Alamau, but they do take out Leader on the back end. Kayak gets one over the shoulder. Kayak gets one more over the shoulder, all down to Doki. He's been able to bite and get into a fight a few times. The man is tucked and lying behind the desk. Do they know? Oh, he's scraped and scratched from the door, but he doesn't find it. A 7-0 for the guns of NAVI. And it's been a devastating day for G2 today.
Kayak went 10-0 there, by the way.
Yo, hey, Skitty, what's up?
Hello. I'm doing great.
How are you doing?
How are you doing?
You feel great. I saw you smiling through the whole game. What's going on?
Just is incredible. You know, it's a great game. Just happy to be here. Happy to take part. Happy to win.
Happy to take part. How does it feel wiping the floor with Doki?
It feels great, but it's the same as beating anyone.
Come on, that little
beating
smirk
anyone.
doesn't lie. It's telling the whole truth, my dude. Anyways, congratulations on the win. And this is completely out of your own skill and what you guys had to offer in this game. How did you go into this last week preparing for a big game against G2?
We kind of prepared, like, we know they're a quick, open team. They like to be all around the map. They do have some methodical pushes, but we were really prepping for, like, wide open defenses, wide open attacks, like how they move around the map. So we were just focusing on keeping, like, comms clean, so we understand where everyone is, like focusing on, like, tiny little micro plays on, like, individual players. I think that's what helped a lot in the game.
Do you feel that the defense start really helped you get into the groove?
Yeah, definitely. Because statistically, I mean, we're a stronger team on defense. So previously, we started games like on the uphill battle, and like you obviously don't want that. So if you can start ahead and keep your momentum rather than having to claw back the game and like get 1 point rather than 2 or 3, like 1 even.
And, you know, this is something that we talked about in the beginning of the stage, and Jack specifically highlighted, is that, you know, NAVI as a roster is a long-term investment. You're bringing in some players that have, you know, decent experience with some others that are just getting their feet wet here in Tier 1 Siege and EUL, and everything's working. Do you, at least for us watching it from here, from your point of view as someone in the middle of it all, do you feel that this is the truth?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, with the roster changes we've made, like even me, I just took massive gambles on up and coming T3 players instead of reusing like older players that have just been around the scene and haven't like done much in recent times. So we want someone new rather than like someone like that, because we can build a future rather than because everyone can improve when you're young and talented.
No resting on laurels. It's just looking forward into the future of Siege.
Yeah.
You know, the old geezers, they gotta take a hike. You know, at some point it's gotta happen. But you know, with this, you end up getting a massive victory, and you set yourself up to play against BDS on Thursday. And I had a chat with them earlier today. They had a close game against TT9. I don't know if you had the chance to watch the game, but it seemed like they're going to keep it running and they're going to be playing from boot camp again. Is that something that sits in the back of your mind as a difficulty to overcome?
Maybe a little bit, but it doesn't really matter. It's because everything or anything can happen on the day, like even if you're on boot camp or not. So it's always nice to be wary of that they got a little more synergy or whatever. But if we just focus on ourselves, I feel like it just won't be a problem.
Fair enough. Well, anything you want to say to all the NAVI fans out there, and maybe a bit something to the G2 fans out there, just for some consolation?
Well, to the NAVI fans, thank you for supporting us through this stage. It means a lot. Tuning in every play day, it means a lot to us. And to the G2 fans, unlucky.
GG next. That's all you got to say at the end. Skitty, thank you very much. Congratulations on the massive win today against G2. For all the fans of NAVI, make sure you're tuning in for NAVI versus BDS. That'll be this Thursday. Remember, this is our Super Week for EU League. Skitty, thank you so much for joining us. Take care. Hope to see you on Thursday. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.